Here tonight to talk about this very sensitive issue, Deedra Abboud, she's with the Muslim American Society, and Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, the American Islamic Forum for Democracy. Thanks to you both for being with us tonight. Deedra Abboud, first to you, do you believe that the photo of bin Laden should be released?
I think that it's a very sensitive issue. It's not just about whether or not it offends people, but in addition, do we really want to make, Osama bin Laden a superstar putting his pictures on the web?
That may be a point of agreement between you and Dr. Jasser. Dr. Jasser, do you think it should be released?
Well, actually, I think it should. I mean, especially if it has a picture of fear and horror on his face. There's nothing more I think, empowering to our cause against radicals than for them to see their leader in a state of horror and a state of death. So I think from an imagery perspective, for the jihadists, they're going to try to find things to say that he's not dead, conspiracy theories. So I think if it puts him in a light of weakness, which this is, it may benefit us.
Let me ask you, Deedra Abboud, about the burial at sea. There's video of that as well, and some are raising questions already that was not done appropriately, that typically in a Muslim burial that you would have the head facing toward Mecca, the body would be put in the ground, and that the burial at sea, some called humiliating disregard for the standard of Muslim practice.
I think with any burial, the problem with looting, desecration, and also it becoming a shrine is a major issue. So considering the alternatives, it was not only the most respectful way to deal with the body for the Muslims, but also strategically. It was best for the United States not to allow complete offense to Muslim practices. Regardless of whether or not Osama bin Laden acted like a Muslim, we believe that bodies should be treated respectfully.
Dr. Jasser, let me just throw this out there. I thought one of the most disturbing images, if you want to talk about horrific images, in this entire episode were people jumping to their death out of the World Trade Center towers. If that can be shown, my sense is bin Laden's photo can be shown.
Yeah, absolutely. And about the process of his burial, certainly at sea is a good idea because we don't want him to become a martyr or his burial place to become a monument. However, I would say as a Muslim, remember the terrorists in Mumbai could not find a cemetery, a Muslim cemetery, an imam to pray over their body. They could not find anywhere to bury their dead because the terrorists were felt to be not part of the community. So I think ultimately, he's a Muslim, let him just, his body be dispensed with, but there's absolutely, I'm offended as a Muslim that our government found a Muslim seaman. I was a doctor in the Navy, and I'd be horrified if my CEO on the ship that I served asked me to pray over that guy's body. And, I think it's basically political correctness gone amok, and I've never met a Muslim that would think that he should be given that respect.
Final word to Deedra Abboud. As a Muslim, was there any relief that bin Laden is gone? Because you've been having to navigate these waters of all this terrorism stuff as a practicing Muslim. Was there some relief Sunday night when you learned the news?
It was good because it's one less thing that I have to deal with. Osama bin Laden was not part of anybody that I knew's structure of thought or how we practiced our faith. But I think the most important thing is we're a civilized country, and civilized people do not desecrate the bodies of our enemies. And that's what makes this different than how Saddam Hussein was handled. I think that we handled ourselves in a very civilized manner, and I think that the United States respected Muslims in the best way they could under the situation.
Thanks to both you, Deedra Abboud and Zuhdi Jasser. Good to see you both. Thanks.
Get MyFoxPhoenix.com on your iPhone free at the App Store and stay connected.